Hello friends, so today we're going to discuss a very interesting problem asked in AdCoder Beginner Contest 107, problem name candies. Also, I have started a practice series contest on my Telegram channel, so do check it out. I host contest every 3 to 4 days and you can brush out your concept there, and a lot of my members are doing that competitions, so you can also check that out and join my group if you haven't joined my group. So actually this is the one of the question I put in my contest recently. So let's discuss this question first. So there are n candles placed on a number line. So there's a number line and n candles are placed, and the ith candle from the left is placed on the coordinate x1, and then the other coordinate is x2 and so on. So as you can see, these are the coordinates of the candles which are placed if you assume there is a number line. Okay, now you are standing on the 0th point on the coordinate axis and you have to light k candles. Okay, and now you have a speed of 1 meter, so let's assume 1, in which you can move in 1 second to any position. In 1 second you can move either left or right, and then you have to light k candles. Now you have to find out the minimum time required to light up the k candles, and that's the question. Now this is the, as you can see in this, because you have to light up 3 candles and you start at the 0th point. Let's draw it out. Okay, sorry, so let's draw it out. This is the number line, this is 0 is not there, but I'm just drawing out for reference. This is 10, 20, 50, 10, 20 and 50, and then there is 2 points here, which is minus 10, minus 30, minus 10 and minus 30. Now because you want to light k candles which is equal to 3, it is beneficial to go to this point, or with actually first go to this point, come back to this point, and then go to this point. So how much distance you have traveled? 10 to go to the left, 10 to come to the same point, and then go 20 down this, so you have traveled 40. Okay, so that's the distance. Now do you think that I have to light k candles? I can also go till this distance, which is 50, or let's assume that this is 0, this is 0. You have let's assume that 5 candles here. Is it beneficial to light these 3 candles? No. Now why? Because you have to cover extra distance just to light up these 3 candles, so it is not beneficial to light up the farther candles. Okay, so this is actually sort of a window. So I'm telling you how to think over the question. First think over that, okay, it doesn't matter, or it's not beneficial to light up the farther candles because you have to light up only k candles. So light up the k closest candle to your origin. Okay, so now how you can find out? Let's assume that first see that, okay, if this is the distance of k, let's assume that you have k equal to 3, so then these are the 3 candles, then this is some window of 3, and the farthest position of this window, which is let's assume it is 30, which tell us that, okay, I have traveled this much distance. Now if you shift this window like this, let's assume that it is minus 10 here. So what does this mean? It means that, okay, there is some 0 value, then because you start at this 0 position, you have to go till some positive position, and you are also taking some negative coordinates. So you are taking some positive as well as some negative coordinates, and now if you are taking both of these coordinates, you have to first go till some point, come back to the origin, and then go to the other point, because in this case you can only start from 0 and go till the farthest most point, which is 50. You can also do that, but instead you can also do that, as you can see, first go to some point, come to the origin, and then go to the right point, because in total you have to light up k candles. That's the two scenarios. But now there can also be a case in which you can first go to the left, come to the initial point, and then go to the right, or start from the origin, go to the right, come to the starting point, and then go to the left. So there are both of these cases. So this is a window of size k. You will shift it around the origin, and then while shifting around the origin, you have to maintain the size of this as k, and then you have to find out that for this k window there are 2 conditions: whether you can go till left, then come to the initial position, or you can go to the right, come to the origin position, and then vice versa, as you can see. And that's the whole trick for this question, nothing else. That's the simplest explanation for this like question. So you have to just implement it right. Now how will you implement it? Okay, let's assume that there is only one distance, like k is equal to 1. For k equal to 1, you just have to move either to the left or to the right. You just have two conditions. Like what you can do first here is make two vectors which is positive and negative, which will actually tell us that from the origin, whatever is the candle position to the right of it, just put this in this positive vector, and whatever the candle position to the like left of it, put this in this vector position. Now if like the vector position is 10, 20 and 50, and if you take the three candles, then this coordinate position will tell you how much distance you have to go to the right to reach this point. Now you have two conditions, whether you can take all of these positions and nothing of the negative position, or you can take only till this position because you want 3. Now you have taken 2 from the positive, so you have to take 1 from the negative also. So now you have to see, okay, I have k equal to 3, I have taken 2 from the positive side, so how much from the negative side I have to take? So like let's assume we have to take negative of equal to 1, so just take negative from one side here, and so on. So it's actually forming a window, taking some from the positive, some from the negative, because I'm iterating over the 0, the middle point. And that's the whole logic. I will tell you through the implementation how I implement it, but that's the simple logic. So let's move on to the code part now. I'll zoom it out a little bit. Yeah. So take the input of n and k. Then this is the positive and negative vectors. In like while iterating over the for loop, when you are taking the input, if it is a greater than equal to 0, which means it's a positive number, push that in positive, else in negative. But I have to do an absolute value because this is negative values, but I only care about the distances, so just remove the negative values. But there is one more thing I see, because let's assume that you are iterating from left to right. Whenever you see a negative value, you are pushing like this: minus 30, minus 10, minus 5. Okay, so actually you are reverse pushing it in the array, because the distance should be like this. It should be like 5, 10, 15, 20. But because you are pushing it in negative way, it's fine. But because you are reversing all the positions or the sign, you have to also reverse the whole array also. So you are actually reversing the whole array. Then minimum is the minimum total number of like time you are taking. So I have initialized it with a very large number. Then we have two cases. Whether the positive array, which means that you have taken all the positive array, like all the elements in the positive side, or you can take all the elements from the negative side, or you can take a window. So you can only take all the elements from the positive side. What just means that the size of the array on the positive side is long enough to acquire all the window of size 3. So I can like take all the elements. So that's the first thing, I can take all the elements. So the distance I have to travel for the positive side is k minus 1. I have taken all the k elements because it is 0 indexing, so k minus 1. And the number at that index will tell you how much distance I have traveled. Which means that I have only traveled till the positive side. I haven't come from the positive till 0 and gone to the negative, because I have taken all the elements from the positive side. Else I can also do such that I can only take all the elements from the negative side. And then I have to find a window. So in this I will iterate over all the values in the positive array, and also have to take care that I should be less than k. I should not exceed k, the window size. Then I am taking this much on the positive side, so how much I have to take on the left side, on the negative side. So I can find out using this, because k minus 0 minus 1. And then I have to check that, okay, now I have to take this much amount from the negative side. So this, like the negative array should be at least this much long. Then only I can take out such elements. Because if I have to take 5 elements from the negative side, and like the negative side has only 2 elements, how can I extract it out? So I have to first see also this, and then after seeing this, okay, like this is inbound, so there are 2 positions. I have to take out some from positive side and from negative side. So from positive side it is this position I, and from the negative side it is negative this position. And then there are 2 cases. I have to find out the minimum of 2 into a plus b means that this is the distance I have to travel from the positive side and this is the distance I have to travel on the negative side. So either I have to go till the positive side, come back and then go to the negative side, or go to the negative side, come back and then go to the positive side. So you are traveling 2 times a plus b or 2 times b plus a, and that's it. You have to find out the minimum among all of these windows and then just print out the minimum. I hope you understand the logic as well as the code. If you still have any doubts, please mention down. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Keep coding. Bye.